Welcome to your student laptop. Let's take a look at the external features of the laptop. Starting on the right hand side, you can see that we have two USB ports and beside that a network connection, which we will occasionally use to connect to the network in the school, but you may be able to use to connect to your router directly at home. Beside that we have the power connection, and we suggest that you keep that connected at home to ensure that the battery is always fully charged when you bring it to school. On the opposite side we have a VGA outlet here on the corner, which will be very useful at home to connect to an external monitor, which will give you a much bigger screen using the laptop. We then have the fan, and it's very important that this is never covered at any stage, as that may cause the processor to overheat with dire consequences. Beside that, the third USB outlet, and these USB outlets could be used for an external keyboard and mouse, also when you're at home. Then we have the microphone socket and the headphone socket. On the front we have the various warning lights and battery indicator lights here, and then we have a SD connection here where you can insert an SD card such as this one here. These SD cards are found in cameras, and this is a good way to put your pictures directly into the computer. Can also be used as an external drive. And the little dummy can be placed back in to ensure that dust or other particles don't get into that socket. At the back you have the panel with your name on it, and you should never allow anybody to interfere with that, as each computer is set up uniquely for each student. Let us look now at the inside of your laptop. We have the keyboard. Above that then we have the screen, and above that the webcam. The screen is a special screen with a soft surface that is used as a touch screen, but you should never allow any sharp instrument to touch it, such as the top of your biro. Around the keyboard you have, along the top here, the on and off button, and on the opposite side the switches to control the speakers. The one on the inside here mutes the speakers, and the speakers should be muted at all times during class unless your teacher asks you to change it. You have the normal mouse pad at the bottom, and on the left hand side the various indicator lights. When you turn on the computer you will get this screen here, and you press the Alt, Control and Delete, where you are then able to put in your username and password. It's particularly important that you get to remember your password, as you'll have to put in that password each time you put it to sleep. The passwords are unique, and you should never reveal your password to anybody. Once you have gone into the computer, you will then get the first screen, which gives you the various icons on the desktop. The desktop area is one that you should never allow files or other shortcuts, too many shortcuts, to accumulate, as the more you have on the desktop, the slower the performance of your computer will be. We have loaded several programs on your computer for you, and you will be able to see the icons for most of them on the desktop. When you need to turn off your laptop, you can do one of two things. If it's in school and you're proceeding to your next class, where you will be using the laptop again, you can just close the lid. This automatically puts the computer into sleep mode, and you'll notice that the light on the front panel will go off. You then put it in your bag, and when you arrive in your next class, you just open it up, Press the on button briefly and the username and password will come up. Enter your password and your desktop is on in a matter of seconds. If it's the end of the day and you'll be bringing your laptop home, you should go to the start button and do a complete shutdown, as this will preserve the battery for you and ensure that it's not running in sleep mode while you're carrying it to and from school.